Hey guys, thought I'd make a video and give my thoughts about Anakin now that he's been out for a few days. I'll talk about his stats, abilities and his star cards. I'll start with his abilities and star cards and then I'll give my overall thoughts at the end. First off, Anakin, his health, he's got 800 base HP. You can increase that to 1000 HP with the Tenacious star card, and his health on kill card is Reprisal. He can gain 120 health after each kill. His lightsaber deals 140 base damage, which can be increased to 180 from behind. You can also increase the damage of his lightsaber with the Massive Strikes star card to 165. The only thing is, as of making this video, his lightsaber, there's a blocking bug. It might apply to more than Anakin, and it seems to have something to do with blocking Kylo Ren's pull ability. It just means that after you've blocked that, Anakin can't block with his lightsaber. I have seen on YouTube comments that if you drain his stamina with lightsaber attacks, you might be able to block again, but I've not tested it. So hopefully it gets patched in the next update, because it's a pretty deal-breaking bug, especially on HVV and GA actually, if you're in a room with a lot of enemies. Next up, we've got Anakin's Passionate Strike. This is his ability to completely break a villain's block like he did in Revenge of the Sith against Dooku. If a lightsaber hero is blocking in front of you, you can press this button and it'll strike through it, dealing damage. The base damage is 180 to heroes and 250 to troopers. This can increase to 220 and 290 with the Pressure star card. The Fierce Fighter star card reduces the cooldown time of this ability by 4 seconds. Overall, it's a great ability. It's similar to Grievous's Thrust Surge, and it's kinda similar to Kylo Ren's Frenzy, except Kylo Ren deals multiple strikes. Overall, very great, if you're one-on-one and you just want to quickly take someone out. Next up, we've got Heroic Might. It's essentially a force push which can be charged up over time. If Anakin takes damage whilst it's charging, it increases the radius and the damage that it deals. Whilst the ability is charging, Anakin takes 90% less damage, so all the damage that he's taking from blaster shots, lightsaber strikes, increases the damage and the radius of this ability. The maximum damage that it can deal, supposedly 400, however, we've seen in gameplay over the last couple of days that it actually deals 1000. I don't know if that's a bug or not. We'll find out in the next couple of days when we get a transmission on it. The base radius of Heroic Might can be increased by 5 meters with the Control the Force star card, and the Raw Strength star card increases the base damage by 50. People in the community have been saying that this is overpowered because it can one-shot full health heroes. It's happened to me in GA. I'll spawn in with someone, run into a room, full health, and I just suddenly die, and then it zooms in on Anakin standing in the middle of the room charging the ability up. Next up, we've got Pull Dominance. This is basically a force pull, similar to Kylo Ren's. It'll bring enemies in the radius or above you to your feet, so you can just absolutely tear them apart with lightsaber strikes. The base damage is 70 to heroes and 100 to non-heroes. You can increase that to 120 and 150 if a minimum amount of targets are hit with all of them star card. So even if you use the star card, it won't increase the damage unless you hit a minimum. With a purple card, it's 2, so you need to hit 2 people within the range. The range of the Pull Dominance can be increased by 5 meters with the No Escape star card. Overall, I think it's a useful ability. It's good for GA if you want to get some quick kills. For HVV, it's good for people who are trying to run away from you, like Boba Fett. It's a good counter for Boba Fett and Darth Maul as well, if you've got someone who keeps running. Finally, we've got Retribution. This is Anakin's 4th ability, and he's the first hero in-game to have this feature. The ability charges up over time whenever Anakin or nearby enemies are attacked. Once it's fully charged, it's the same as Vader's Force Choke, but its active field is a full 360 degrees around Anakin. It finishes with a Force Push, which will kill anyone that's left. Unlike the other abilities, there are no star cards for this. The charge up time, if you're playing heroes versus villains, if you die, the charge will set. You'll have to start from 0 again. If you're on GA, obviously if you die with Anakin, you're going to have to spawn back in if you've got the points. So that's it for the stats and abilities. Overall, I like him. I know that there's been a lot of complaints in the community that he's overpowered. I will admit that the Heroic Might is too powerful if it can one-shot heroes who might not even know that Anakin's around, because the radius is insane. It's happened to me on Endor for GA, at the end, the last phase where you're in that room. Anakin just runs into the middle of the room, people start spraying him with rifles, and he charges it up, and any enemies who are in that radius are absolutely fucked. There's nothing you can do. They said on Twitter, Ben posted on Twitter, one of the community devs, saying that they've got no plans for a nerf at the minute. I do think something needs to be done about Heroic Might. I think Passionate Strike, Pool Dominance and Retribution are absolutely fine. I don't think they need touched. It'll be interesting to see whether they do anything with Heroic Might. I'm not sure. As for the way Anakin looks, there's been some complaints about the way he resembles Hayden Christensen in the main menu. I've seen that it's just due to the lighting. When you're in game and you look at screenshots, he actually really resembles Hayden Christensen a lot. The voice actor from Clone Wars has done a great job. They've even put in "I hate sand." They've put that line in, which I think is brilliant. His emotes are from the films. His poses are great. I use the one which is his block from Attack of the Clones when they're in Geonosis. It's probably going to be my favourite. I don't think I'm going to use any other ones. As for his appearances, he spawns in with the standard Revenge of the Sith, which I think is great. He also dropped with the Jedi robes, which is the same as Obi-Wan. As for a third skin, it's not been talked about. I hope that they don't go down the same route of Obi-Wan, adding his general's outfit from Clone Wars. I think it would be good for the community overall. As someone who prefers the films, I would prefer Padawan Anakin from Episode 2. That would probably require some rework, so I don't know how likely that is, but it would be quite nice. That's pretty much it for this video. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday nights. The links are in the description. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next video.